Guys, welcome back to my channel. I have this huge grin on my face because I'm about to talk about property. It feels like it's been a while since I've discussed property with you guys. Things have been very home decor on my channel because I finally revealed what my home looks like, and with that you guys had a lot more things that you wanted to know and see, so I've been doing that. So we're going to switch it back up a little bit. Today I'm talking about how you can add value to your property. There are so many different ways to add value to a property. It could be a house or a flat. Just how much value these things can add to your property price. Let's start talking about it. There's no need for a long intro. First of all, a property that doesn't have much to do to it is always going to be more valuable than a property equivalent to it that has a lot of work to do. There's nothing that we buyers have to go in there and do, at least not urgently anyway. Everything's functioning. So cracks, damp issues, and just all sorts of things like that, they're always going to devalue a property. Because think of it, if you walk into a property and you're seeing all these cracks and this damp, you're just clocking up in your mind how much it's going to cost for you to fix those things. When you do actually put an offer in on the property, if you really think it's still worth it, you're not going to give, you know, its full potential. You're going to claw back on how much you think you'll have to put into it. Similar to that is double glazing and gas central heating, or just central heating anyway. I know you guys can't believe it, but there are properties that do not have central heating, not electric, not gas. I will never forget the day I went to see a 2-bed house in Tilbury. It was the first and only property I saw in Tilbury actually. The house had plug-in heaters. It didn't have actual heaters on a wall. They were, you know, portable plug-in ones. It felt freezing and it was damp, so yeah, we will just run away from that. Make sure you've got gas central heating or electric central heating, just heating in some way. And then of course double glazing. For safety and reliability, people are going to pay more for these things if they are there. I personally wouldn't have bought a flat that didn't have double glazing, because that would mean I would have to go and pay for double glazing. It's just something that I feel properties right now should have. However, if you do come across a property that you love that doesn't have it, that's definitely something to think about, and you can definitely negotiate on that. Now, if the property has this stuff already, the value is going to remain at a great place. One of the first things that I would definitely say to do if you are trying to add value to your home, a house in particular, is some sort of extension or addition, right? And first of all, conservatories. They are amazing. They're bright and airy. I feel like they bring the outdoors indoors and the indoors outdoors. It could be an extension of your kitchen or your living area. It could be like a play area for your children, or you can move your dining table into there. And they're really great places to host. And I'm basically selling conservatories. You'd think I had my own conservatory business. I don't, at least not yet anyway. But they are amazing additions to a home. While I've been browsing the internet looking at houses, something that I actually realized I really want in a house is some sort of conservatory or extension already done to the property. And I am kind of willing to pay a bit more for that. Now, what can they add to your value? They can add up to 10% on top of your property price. So if you want 10% more on your property, then why not add a conservatory? So another addition you could do to your home is, say, a loft conversion. There's something about loft conversions. I just feel like all houses need them now. They're such a staple in a house because, yeah, you do want to have the master bedroom right at the top with a nice ensuite, with a nice, you know, window and maybe like a Juliet balcony. And yeah, these can actually add up to 15% value on top of your property price. So if you are thinking about doing a loft conversion, go ahead. Just make sure that, you know, you research properly. Make sure you've even got planning permission for all of these things, because you don't want to waste money, you know, starting the process and then realizing you have to pull it all back down. It makes you feel like the house is so much bigger than it actually is, and that additional 1 bedroom can make such a huge difference to the property price. So let's say you did the complete opposite thing and you went down into the basement, which is not as common in the UK actually. I don't know if it's as common in the US. If you were to go down into the basement, into a property in the UK, you can actually make up to an additional 30% on your property. That's amazing. We just love adding space in the UK. It's like we don't get a lot of space as it is. So where we can and when we do, we are willing to spend our money on that additional room. That could be an office, that could be a dining area, that could be a playroom, again, an additional gym or spa or something to do with our own businesses. Maybe I'd make my basement into half of a gym and like half a filming room or something. Like, you can get so creative with added space. So yeah, 30% guys. 30%. Now, of course, we are not all millionaires, we are not all rich, we have not all made it yet. So these things are going to be expensive. So, you know, just weigh up the cost and see how much you'd have to put into getting this done in comparison to what you'd actually get out of it. Now, if you know you can't quite do all of those additional extensions to your home for various reasons like finances or property, or you just really want a quicker fix, or you live in a flat and you can't exactly extend outwards or backwards of a flat, then I would recommend doing some cosmetic surgery to your home, that is. Decorating, reorganizing, modernizing, freshen up the place, you know, change the vibe, make it a bit more modern and fluid and bright. And I guarantee you, people will pay for the fact that you have white walls. I know that's crazy, but they will. Are you serious? It stopped. Okay, put it this way, if last year when I was looking for a flat, I came into here and I saw white walls and I saw it modernized and fresh and clean, I automatically would feel like I don't need to do anything to it. So you know what? I'm gonna just pay what they are asking for, or more. I'm willing to fight and go harder. However, I didn't. I came into here and you guys know the story, you know the gist. It was all sorts of different colors. It was a rainbow, it had brown carpet, it was just a mess. So of course I'm factoring in how much money I'm gonna have to spend in order to get it to the place that I want it to be. So automatically, if the property is fresh, vibrant and modern, you will be able to get a bit more money than say if it was the complete opposite. Particularly the kitchen and bathroom. These are two areas that are so important, and if they're important to me, I know they're important to loads of people because they are probably the most expensive places in a home anyway, because you've got tiling and labour, bars and sinks and all of that. That's why my bathroom isn't quite done yet. Bathrooms are so expensive to do, and I want to make sure I do mine really, really nice and properly rather than just, you know, rushing it and just doing a cheap job, because as I said, this is going to add value to my property, so I need to do it properly, right? But it's coming. If a bathroom or kitchen is not very nice, not very welcoming, not modern, etc., you know, has garish tiles or colours or patterns everywhere, you will not get a high offer, or rather you probably wouldn't be putting in a high offer on that property because you know that you're going to have to fork out some thousands to get this stuff done, and quite frankly it's not worth it. Now let's say you've decided that it's time to do your bathroom and your kitchen. That is great, but remember, if this is for the purpose of reselling, don't take it too personal. Amazing things that you wish you could do don't even have to spend too much money. You just need to get it looking modern and clean and neutral. Stay away from the bright colours, stay away from the big patterns, and you know what, stay away from the really expensive marble tiles as well, because if you are planning to sell it on, you don't need to put too much into it. Just keep it neutral, you know, greys, whites, or like sand colours. Those are neutrals, and those are colours that many people will be able to blend in with the rest of their home and their decor. If my bathroom was just plain white with tiles right now, I probably wouldn't be planning to do anything to it. I would leave it as it is and just accessorize it and add in some greys and silver things that I would like. But because it is blue and white with mosaic blue tiles everywhere, I'm not going to pay for that, number one, and number two, I need to change that, which means I did not put a higher offer in when I bought this property because I knew that I had stuff to get done to it to get it looking how I wanted it to look. Keep it neutral, guys. Keep it simple. Simplicity is key, especially if you are trying to resell it. Now, another way you can add value to your property, decorate your outdoor spaces. You know, if you've got a balcony, if you've got a garden, decorate it, modernize it, freshen it up. You know, adding plants just makes it feel like it's been taken care of, and someone coming into that place is going to feel like these people love their home, I have to love this home. It's just a psychological thing. People start to feel like it's welcoming and it's nice and it's a nice place to be in. People are paying more right now for a garden or balcony. This is very valuable, especially in London. People have almost been paying as if it was like an extra room in a house, because people are realizing the value of having an outdoor space, and they just want to have that lifestyle of being able to not only be cooped up indoors but also have an outdoor area to entertain, to have a barbecue, for the children to play, like for the dog and the cat and all of that. Not only are flowers important, but also seating on your balcony or seating on your porch by your garden. It's just going to add that finishing touch, and someone is gonna walk in, someone like me, and they're going to imagine themselves drinking wine at the table. That's what I did, and you know, to be honest, I did that and my balcony looked like really, really pants. It looked really bad. But as I said, I had a vision that I was just gonna paint everywhere anyway, so it didn't bother me too much. But what if that balcony was already done? That might have psychologically made me feel like this property was worth more than it was, and I would have put down more. Like, you just don't know. If the balcony, the bathroom and the kitchen were already done, maybe I would have offered 10,000 more than I did, because that's something that I won't have to pay for. So guys, just make your outdoor spaces pretty, inviting and vibrant. I'm such a loser. Now, there are some really important things you should do if you have a flat in particular and you want to resell your property for a higher price or add the value. The most important thing you need to do is extend your lease. Extend that lease. I mean, if your lease is already high, then you don't need to extend it. It's at, you know, the best amount that it can get. But if your lease is, say, 80 years and under, extend your lease, because the property value goes down with the numbers of years on that lease. If you extend your lease to, say, 100 years or up, the value of the property goes up. What this means is when you do put your property up for sale, you make sure that in the ad and the estate agents and anyone who knows have got the details of your lease, the amount of years, and also say that it's, you know, just been extended, because I will pay for that. Like, I would pay for that. One of the reasons why finding a property took so long is because so many of these flats have low leases, which means the value goes down with it. So you'll see a property and it'll be like a great price, but there's always a catch. If a flat is a little bit too cheap than what you're seeing, it's likely that the lease is low, run a mile, etc. But if you are the person that owns the property with the low lease, run and extend it, you're going to lose out on a lot of money, because someone that might really love your property is going to factor that amount in, and I mean thousands, 10,000, 20,000, whatever it is, however low the years are, the price goes up in order to extend it. So the higher it is, the higher you'll get for your property. The lower it is, the lower you'll get for your property. It's just as simple as that. So you guys, those are some of my insights into how you can add value to your home. I hope this was helpful for you. If you are someone that is buying a home now and looking, then at least you can see the things that are adding the value or devaluing the properties you're looking for. And if you are someone that is trying to sell your property and you don't know where to start in terms of trying to claw back some more money, I hope this video has helped you in some way. Jade's Gems, I guess, I think I'm going to go with that name. I just want to say thank you so much, Gems, for all your love and support and all the shares. I have been looking at my analytics and seeing that so many of you are sharing, not only on social media, but actually through email and through texting each other. So thank you. Keep on sharing, because I hope my videos are able to help somebody out there. And if there's someone that hasn't found me yet and you feel they need to find me, then be the person to give me to them. Give me to them like I'm a gift. You know what I mean. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will stop rambling now, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.